It's a good day, VA, with Sam Pugh and Carolyn Day Pruitt.
Brought to you by Dunlop House.
The most rewarding part of my day would be seeing the residents putting a smile on their faces, especially if I have family members come up to me and say, "Oh, my loved one, they said they did this with you and they loved it," and that just makes me feel like I'm making a difference in their lives. My name is Chrissy Roth. I'm the Memory Care Activities Coordinator at Dunlop House. We definitely make a difference in the lives of our residents, and I would encourage anyone to come to Dunlop House and see what we're all about. Dunlop House, more than a house, it's home.
Welcome to Good Day VA. Sam and I are enjoying this great fall weather at one of my favorite fall locations, a pumpkin patch.
Oh really? So I drove to the studio and just stole all the creamer. Come on, the producer's saving money and has this in front of a green screen instead of on location. He's just going to drop in a fake pumpkin patch scene in post-production.
You're kidding, right? I mean, look at the pumpkins and that gorgeous antique wagon. It's beautiful. Just you smell the fresh air. Yeah. Grab me one of the pumpkins.
Okay, I get it. We need to make it seem real for the viewers.
Okay then. Just real enough for you?
Well, maybe our location is kind of true. Kind of like the headlines in this edition of Partially True News. So let's go to G while you figure out how to get the pumpkin back to the wagon.
Welcome to Partially True News, where only the headlines are true. An Idaho man balances a guitar on his chin for an hour and 35 minutes. The man said it was a lesson in pain, breaking a Guinness World Record for longest duration balancing a guitar on his chin. Yeah, that's actually a thing. David Rush regained the world record after a man from Spain took it over briefly. Now here's what you didn't know. A bit of a scandal has surfaced in the balancing record world. The Chiquita Banana, this lady, she's been stripped of her title in the fruit balancing category after an investigation revealed that she used an illegal bonding substance to secure the fruit in her bowl. Closer to home, sheriff's deputies in Virginia responded to an unusual situation when an escaped donkey was spotted wandering down a road. Deputies were able to wrangle the animal, which was not injured in its return to the owner's property. But here's what you didn't hear. Shortly after the incident, Capitol Police canceled an APB calling on all units to be on the lookout for President Joe Biden, who had escaped White House grounds on foot while running away from reporters. In North Carolina, an escaped rodeo bull described as dangerous and extremely aggressive remained at large Saturday as officials searched for the 700-pound animal. Here's what you didn't hear. Upon hearing the news, President Biden immediately named the escaped bull Market, saying that a free bull market is something he was committed to stopping before it destroyed any plans for a stronger America. That's it for Partially True News. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, G. Our viewers may not know it, but G is also an LNN sportscaster and a host for an upcoming show on LNN USA Network. He's kind of a jack-o'-lantern of all trades. Who writes this stuff?
Very punny. I assume a play on words was to segue into our next segment.
Exactly. Chai took a trip to a very interesting destination who has decked out their adventure for Halloween. So let's go to Chai for another trip through the Uncommonwealth.
This week on Uncommonwealth, we're here at Tree Time in Prince George, and they have this outdoor adventure park decked out with activities like axe throwing, rock wall climbing, and 5 treetop adventure courses. Let's get started. Alright guys, we're about to get started. And I gotta admit, I'm a little nervous, but it's not about the safety. Because once you get hooked into the system here, it's a continuous belay. I don't get to disconnect from this until we finish the course. And the equipment, what this stuff is made of, it's sturdy, it's solid. So let's get started. Alright, we've made it to the top of the first platform, and I've gotta say, the view from up here looks really good. It's a big platform with plenty of spaces. You're about 20 feet off the ground. You get the view of the forest like you would never imagine, especially now when it's fall. Now, we're about to get started. In this course, we decided to take the tough one. All right, this is not the easy one, although that's fun too. We're expecting about 15 obstacles or events in this course and a couple of zip lines, and it looks like it's going to be about a quarter of a mile. It's going to be a quarter of a mile of a lot of fun. So you ready to get started? Now, parks like this, outdoor adventure, they are extremely fun. It's a great way to bond with your family, bring the kids out here. It's healthy, you're in the middle of a forest, and you can't beat this kind of activity. It's fresh air, it's sunlight, it's autumn, and there are zip lines. It's a lot. There are 5 courses out here too, so it's a variety, and they have a rock climbing wall. How fun is that? Let's keep going. At tree time, you're never alone, and they don't just mean the instructors. These guys are here for the Halloween season. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa!
Wow, that was amazing.
We had a great time today at Tree Time Adventures. It's fun, it's fit, it's healthy. It's a great way to spend time with your family, with friends, or with that someone special.
Imagine an HVAC as unnoticeable as the air itself. Sounds pretty good, huh? The new Daikin Fit. Air intelligence.
Keep your home comfortable and quiet with the new energy-efficient Daikin Fit system. Right now at Colonial Plumbing, Heating and Air, we're offering a $1,000 rebate on any new Daikin Fit HVAC system. Colonial Plumbing, Heating and Air, service that's revolutionary.
Warning, these products contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. The Vape Guys is where you'll find hundreds of e-liquids and a huge selection from salt nic options and disposables to hemp-based products and detox. The Vape Guys make you the star with their loyalty program, superior service, unrivaled selection, and the passion for vaping you deserve. The Vape Guys, 536 South Park Boulevard, Colonial Heights. It's time you heard the best fried chicken doesn't come out of a bucket or a box. You'll find it fresh out of the deep fryers at Breeze Inn. Virginia's finest chicken. Succulent, juicy chicken with a crispy coating. Hungry for more? Try our pulled pork barbecue, real Philly cheesesteaks, and mouth-watering burgers. Home to Virginia's finest chicken. And oh yeah, we've got a convenience store too.
Well, so on with the show. Let's take a trip off the charts to discover a bit more about improving our health.
Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Abby and I'm here to talk to you guys today about reversed cervical curves. It's actually extremely common to have a reversed cervical curve because of how much technology we use every day. If you think about it, we are doing this constantly, whether we're in a seated position or we're looking down at our phone. Our curve in our cervical spine is supposed to be forward facing. So here's the face here, and it's supposed to be going out this way. What I see all day long in people is the reverse piece of that. That can be problematic for so many different reasons, but most importantly, because our brain thrives off of movement in the spine. Movement in the spine actually stimulates our brain in many different ways. So it is imperative that we keep these joints moving. Now, within one joint here, there are actually 8 joints. So there's lots of different nooks and crannies in there that it's imperative that they are in the correct spot, but when they get out of alignment, then it doesn't move properly. And what keeps a joint healthy is movement. Movement brings circulation to the joint. The disc itself is made out of a lot of water. So when spinal joints move around, it surges water into that joint, it surges blood, it surges electric activity through the nerves into the joint in order to bring the nutrition that it needs. But when things are not in place and not moving correctly, over time, that's going to degenerate the joint, okay? That's problematic for many different reasons. It can lead to restriction and pain, which is a big deal. But it also can affect the way that the brain is communicating to the rest of the body because it needs Like we were talking about, it needs that motion in order to create electrical circulation as well. So what do we do about this? What are some things that you can do at home every day that can stop you from getting it to this point? Number one is figure out the cause and stop doing that, okay? Number one cause for this is going to be looking down at your phone for long periods of time. So bring that up. Try to get it at an eye angle here. And also, if you're in there and not doing much of anything, get out of there. It's not good for your brain for other reasons, but not good for your neck at all. And what's not good for your neck isn't good for your brain downstream anyways. So that is number one. Number two is exercise. So if we're too used to being in a forward flexion, get into extension. So even just doing this throughout your day, especially if you sit at a desk all day, take breaks from the desk and do the opposite, okay? Feeling relaxed can actually make our shoulders go backwards rather than feeling stressed. So knowing when you feel stressed versus feeling relaxed can strengthen those back muscles. Exercises like planking, exercises like crawling can strengthen your back in ways that will keep you upright. So doing a quick Google on postural exercises can do a lot for you throughout your day if you do them every day. A third thing that you can do is look at your diet. If you are doing a lot of processed foods, then that will inflame these joints and make this process go in a bad way faster. So that's another thing to look up is anti-inflammatory diets versus inflammatory diets and seeing where you are there. One of the best piece of advice I can give to you is to see your local chiropractor so that they can see if you have anywhere near this going on and you can actually bring it back. Our body is so regenerative, and if you do the right thing paired up with not doing the wrong thing, you can heal from so much, even things that have been going on for a long time. So there you have it. Thank you so much for your time. I've loved talking with you guys, and I hope you have a great day. Dr. Abby signing out.
Well, we've come to the end of another show, and despite the change of the realistic scenery, we've managed to successfully navigate the pumpkins.
Indeed. And you know our next broadcast is on Halloween. And knowing the producer, I bet we can expect a bit of a spooky script, a foolish garden of segments, a devilish departure from the normal show.
Yeah, okay, we get it. It's going to be a real fright fest. So stay tuned for the special show premiering Monday, October 31st. And stay tuned to the LNN USA Network for the premiere of a few new shows coming this fall. Just catch us on lnnusa.com.
For now, thanks to our sponsors, especially Dunlop House, for making this show possible. And as always, have a good day.
You know, if the producer really wants to scare everyone for the Halloween edition, he can just write more puns into the script.
Or you can show everyone his high school wrestling photo in a singlet.